fact is, I'm just crackers about cheese.
Got a brand new helmet. Took me 3 tries. Cause this thing here is like 8 years old. Remember when I got that when I bought the Hawk? I got the Ice Storm. Another one was almost exactly like this, but it had a tinted windshield. But the Ice Storm had a stitch on the inside that was like sticking out. Boy, that irritates your head. I don't know whoever designed that. Literally pushes in your forehead. It's hard. No good. Little tiny prickly needles. It was a little stiff. It wasn't like soft like this. Switching his helmet over, I pulled all that out because man, it absorbs so much sweat. It's disgusting. I was gonna wash it. I think it's just time to retire. Oh wow, 11 years. Even these pieces, man, they're all rusted up. It's like when the old foam starts getting really bad. That's what it feels like. On to the new helmet. It's like saying goodbye to an old friend. Gotta dissect this ILM helmet. Take that screw out there so we can take the front piece. Yes, that's as far as we can dismantle this. We'll get that mount on the front. We're gonna use a flat one. Drilled some holes, countersunk, so those screws will grab and be flush. Now we can use a sticky to mount this on the front here. I think I'm going to put my microphone right on the inside here. You know, sit it right there. See how it works. Bar magnet on this side and a microphone on the inside. The other one I put a little metal bar so I could just stick it on there, but I think that might work. Now for the tough part, getting it aligned perfectly. I'll put my microphone in here. Hopefully that won't get much wind. Got to adjust the angle on that. Might have to go up a hair. I think I got the camera angle adjusted right. Let's try the helmet out with the CBR600RR Honda. Just had her all polished up. Man, she looks so good, don't she? Definitely a pretty girl. Faux show. I was thinking about selling her too, just because I don't ride it. There's no place to put anything. I gotta put, I guess I gotta wear a backpack. I'm buying a fanny pack. That's it. That's right. I'm making fanny packs come back. Got a lot of rain. A lot of washout. Try to wear one of those do-rags every time I put my helmet on. I know, dual sport helmet on a sport bike. I could take the visor off, but I'm just going for a quick cruise. Since the 600RR doesn't get enough love, she runs so good. Typical Honda. So I've been in contact with the original owner of the Sea-Doo Spark. Been texting back and forth, so Saturday I'm going down with all the paperwork and he's going to sign it so I can go to DMV and register it. Still stress about it, you know, until I have the registration in my hand from the DMV, I'll stress about it. That's just the way it is. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hope the view is good. Kinda seems about right. Didn't wave. We'll stop ahead up here, make sure the angle's right. I'll look back at some of the video before I do an entire video and have it on a wrong angle. Wouldn't be the first time. Uh-oh, flat tire. This is Bonzi's favorite bike too. Now, I don't know if
if that's because it's a Honda or it's because she's just a pretty girl. A little of both, I think. Billy gave me a whole bunch of hot peppers, fresh tomatoes out of his garden. I had some hot peppers in my garden. I cut them all up, put some tomatoes, 6 or 7 different peppers, hot peppers, and I stewed them all. Then I ground them and mixed them all up. Man, that was good.
Spicy. 7 out of 10. Not terrible.
Still a few seeds, a little on the thick side, so it's not a hot sauce, but it's not thick like a salsa either. It's kind of in between, I guess. Probably like a 7 out of 10 on a hot scale, so it's not ridiculously hot. I thought it would be. I was going to go out earlier. It actually rained. Still a few rain clouds around. Got a big box delivered on a pallet. The helmet's kind of tight on my cheeks. I don't have fat cheeks either, and this is an extra large. Other than that, so far so good. It's got the flip down inside visor, which is nice. That's kind of a must for me. Oops. Is that still shut off? Yep. At a bridge. That's how long it's been since I've been down here. Geez, a lot going on. Brother! Jeez. Really don't want to sell the 600RR CBR, but when I move permanently to Florida, I got to decide whether I want this to stay with me. Let's stop over here. Nuclear Lake, I think it was. It's all in the sun now. I guess we'll stop over here then. Yeah, I mean, living on that dirt road with this bike would be a chore to get out, but it would be fun to keep it. I don't have much invested in it.
A few moments later.
It was maybe a tad high, so you couldn't see this at the same time. So I did drop it just a little tiny bit. Now we're gonna hammer it when I took off, but there's too much traffic. I like to have the gauges when I'm riding normal in the screen a little bit, just in case I want to capture that, of course, you know. So the guy Eric texted me, and I was checking to see if the camera angle was proper. Saturday at 9 o'clock it is. Brother! No headlight.
My buddy moved and I got his old TRX 350.
Yeah, you get rid of one thing and you get 3 more.
Me and the wife stopped at that Beekman Square diner the other day, 2 nights ago. Their Alfredo sauce, I think, is probably the best I've ever had. It was that good. It was thick, but not too thick. Had enough sauce on it. And then they put very thin shavings or Parmesan cheese, like very thin. And I think that's what kicked it up a little bit. Man, that was good. So if you're ever in the area over here, stop at Beekman Diner. Tell them MotoCheez sent you.
Jeffro picked up the pontoon boat.
What's happening? The new improved wet jet, huh?
A few moments later.
Oh,
Yep.
And as Jeffro said, best 2 days about owning a boat is the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Little one. Brother. They can't see my lips. Because I got a full face when I go, brother. I think I'm breaking Whitey out next. Whitey or Gray. One or the other. Or both. Whichever one's near the door. Not supposed to blow your grass in the road. Yeah, I guess I'll go back to that gas station across from the liquor store and fill up. Take the shortcut through the golf course. This is Thursday. There's just so many cars. You never get the road to yourself around here anymore. I think he'd let me by so I can hit some of these corners. But no. He thinks he's faster than Cheesy. Not today, Mr. Dodge. See if Motor Rider's working over at his boss's place. Took a shadow over. I don't see him. Thing does ride good. Like I say, I grew up on these. These are the first bikes I ever rode on a road beside a scooter. Sport bikes. Man, this guy is all over the road. Medicated. I got to use that again. Of course. How the heck did I find neutral? Oh, you're not going to open? Guess not. Judson Farm fruit stand and vegetables. Let's see if my new card works. Got 2 new cards. There. Bank of America. Easy. Went online, requested a card. It came in, activated it. Bam. It was ready. Webster Bank. Oh boy. If you want me to do a long story time, I'll do a quick one. Went into my local bank and had them count the change, and the guy's like, you're shorting yourself $100. I'm like, really? I don't know. My wife's pretty good, and I counted it with her, and I think we're pretty close. He goes, oh no. I said, where are you seeing? What happened? Did I even get any gas? No. I'm talking away and there's nothing even coming out. Oh, there it is. Anyway, the guy's like, oh yeah, you shorted yourself. I'm like, I don't see how I did that. And the pennies. And I had a lot of pennies, but $150 worth of pennies, that's a lot of sleeves. You want cash or you want it to go in your account? I said, put it in my account. And he's going to do that. I'm like, are you sure? It looks like my account was right. So he shows me the pennies. He's like, oh yeah, it's not the pennies. Oh, maybe it was the nickels. So he looks at the nickels. He's like, oh, you're right. So then he ordered me a debit card. The debit card came in. You can't activate it online through the website, which is the dumbest thing. So it said to call, so I called. I got some automated thing that wait and see which department you want to go to because it might have changed or whatever, you know that thing. Then I got answered after I said credit cards, you know, number 3. It sounded like an Indian call center. It was very, very echoey, a lot going on, and I could not understand the guy, like literally. It was such bad, broken English, I couldn't understand what he was saying. And he repeated twice. He asked for my name. I said my name, and he said, you know, credit card number or something, something. I'm like, what? Can't understand you. He said it again. I hung up. I called my local bank to talk to the same guy that counted my change. I told him, I said, I think I got a call center in India. Oh no, they have those here too. I said, no, I can hear people in the background. It was very noisy. And the guy had such broken English, I couldn't even understand what he was saying. And he's like, oh no, you know, if you called and you didn't get the automated, you know, sometimes they'll pick up and they'll manually activate your card for you. I said, no, I don't know. Something didn't feel right. He said I could come in, but I don't want to go in. So I hung up, tried calling the number again. You know what? I switched 2 numbers around, like dyslexically. So it was my fault. I called the right number, and it literally put me right where I was supposed to be. All push the button to activate, and boom, it was done. So I was like, man, I should call him up and tell him that someone's got like 2 numbers off from their number, and I bet you they're doing it as a scam. I call him up, told him about it. He's like, no, I doubt they're scamming. So I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. Take Matt, for instance. He just got scammed for $3 grand, and he's got a Polish name. Black dude walks in, makes a debit card off of his checking account somehow, and spends $3,000. I mean, there's a lot more to that story because they got pictures of him, and they tried scamming him a couple other times. I want my bank teller to be like, oh, you sure you dialed the right number? It should have been an automated system. If you feel like it's not right, don't do it. I've had my card skimmed before, and to be so lax and like, no, I don't think it's that. It's probably not that. Oh yeah, and then when on a phone call, I was like, hey, I just want to call to let you know so you can tell somebody about it. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll let someone know about it. I'm laughing because he wasn't serious about it. That's my money. You guys ever get scammed, credit card skimmed or anything like that? I think everybody has. Then, my wife's like, yeah, maybe you should call somebody and make a, man, I'm gonna wheelie. There's cars. Oh, there's never not a car on this road. It's during the week. So my wife said, I think you should call and make a complaint. And I said, yeah, I agree. I called to make a complaint. It did say Webster on the automated thing. Press number 3 again. I got a woman that I couldn't understand her too much either, and she asked for my social security number, and I'm like, I don't like giving my social security out to anybody, especially over the phone. So then she's like, oh, that's our automated system, and well, hold on, let me set it up. If you're going to make a complaint, I got to get into a different system. I said, okay. So I wait, and I'm on hold for like 30, 40 seconds. Oh, it's starting to rain. And I got disconnected. I'm like, oh man. Did I just get another darn scam? I waited a couple minutes. That woman never called me back, so I called again. And I got someone that could speak good English. And I told her the whole story. And she wrote it all down and sent it up to the higher-ups. And I got a call today. They were apologetic, and I told them everything, that, you know, I want my bank to be very vigilant on any kind of scam. Like, if you don't feel it's right, you don't do it. And he's like, you didn't give your number or anything, did you? I said, no. If I did, I would have definitely canceled my card. But that's what the teller or whoever answered the phone at the bank should have said. So anyway, end of rant. Amazon was here. Thanks for riding along and listening to my rant. 2 key tags going out. Mark and Michael. 1 purchase and 1 won.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.